Hi, I'm Monique from Monique Property here with the latest COVID-19 update on the real estate market. Despite the real estate industry being forced to operate under new guidelines in order to minimise the spread of COVID-19, it is clear that Australians remain very passionate for property. In March, a record audience of 10.7 million people visited the realestate.com website and over 7 million people visited domain.com.au. And into April, this has continued to see over 1.4 million Australians visiting realestate.com each day. Australians are spending their time at home researching the property market, with searches for properties for sale for the second week in a row at record highs. Property seekers also continue to engage heavily with digital tools like digital inspections and 3D tours to shortlist properties ahead of making a private appointment with an agent. So it's clear that COVID-19 is going to impact every part of the economy. Social distancing is preventing people from going about their everyday lives in terms of work, recreation, travel, and spending time with family and friends. But like other downturns, some industries will bounce back rapidly and more rapidly than others. The real estate industry could bounce back quickly for two reasons. One, that it's not been yet forced into a full lockdown, and the cost of borrowing, interest rates, are the lowest they have ever been. So what else are we currently seeing in the market right now? Well, there's definitely signs that the property market is slowing. There's also been a slowdown in the number of new properties being listed for sale. We are down 28.7% for the same time last year, and consumer confidence data shows that consumer confidence has slipped to a record low over the recent weeks. CoreLogic states that there has also been a decline of over 60% in agents preparing comparable market analysis, which suggests that vendors are undecided about listing their property in the current economic climate. Valex, which is an online portal used to complete 95% of bank valuations, is also down on new home loan approvals. Whilst COVID-19 downturn has had a dramatic impact on agent activity and listing volumes in residential real estate, the value of dwellings has been relatively resilient. Agents that are actively transacting will confirm that April has seen the majority of their listings sold at listing or close to listing price. Experts state that it is still likely that property values will fall amid the downturn, but the decline in momentum across property values has been mild relative to what has happened in the market activity. It seems hard to digest that property values have not plummeted yet. Surprisingly, we are seeing vendors coming to market and willing to sell, and buyers are meeting the market at the moment and are keen and serious to buy, which suggests that if you're thinking of selling probably later in the year, that you might consider moving that forward and selling now in isolation rather than under competition with other properties later in the year. The fact that listing volumes and seller activity is so low and therefore available housing supply constrained may be one factor preserving relative stability in the property prices. The pause on mortgage repayments being offered by banks is another key factor in the stability of the property values. Stay tuned for my quarterly market reports for your respective suburb. I'm Monique from Monique Property.